you, Brian. I want to just give a smile and a very, very big thanks to all of the people, like Fatima said, who come before us, to all of the young people who will lead the world after us, who provide so much hope for the work that we're doing to be carried forward. And I want to see if anybody feels like taking one or two or three of those beloved community collective breaths that Fatima mentioned. I'm going to do that and ask you to join me if you feel like it. And I just want to soak in the incredible work and energy and passion and heart and courage that is in this virtual space today. And hold a lot of gratitude, and one more breath for the knowing that even in these virtual spaces, we can be in community. You can advance to the next slide. So I'm Amina Haji. I'm a family practice physician, and I have lived and worked in Central East Austin for the last couple of decades. I'm the co-founder, and actually that's going to be Khayree's slide, so maybe the next one, that slide. I do want to acknowledge that I'm going to share this space with Dr. Khayree Williams from ACC, and he will follow right after me to expand on truth, racial healing, and transformation in our community. So I'm the co-founder and executive director for the Austin Health Commons, and the founder CEO for Karisha Community Center for Wellness. The Health Commons is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that's committed to a healthy, healed community rooted in love. I want to share with you what we bring to this work, what's our slice of the pie, and how I think we can all build the beloved community. I love what Mayor Adler said, is that it's heart work and it's hard work. That work requires our own internal transformations because of the biases we all have and the fears and the judgments and all the things we do as human beings. So the Austin Health Commons holds truth, racial healing, and transformation circles as just one tool for that space of transformation. And by holding these circles and by building beloved community, we are creating the fabric, the community that's going to hold and carry forth and embody a community free from the structural barrier of racism. And then the Austin Health Commons brings to the Central Texas Collective for Racial Equity work the vision. Where are we going? Because if we cannot see what this looks like when we're done, if we cannot design and develop and envision our neighborhoods and corporate boards and all of these governmental spaces as a community free from the structural barrier of racism, then we cannot forever fight against something. We have to be for it and we have to envision it. So that's what the Austin Health Commons brings to this space. We build upon the work of Dr. Stephanie Hawley, who started the Launch Truth, Racial Healing, and Transformation program with her team at ACC before we did, around 2017. They were the only community college in the nation to receive a grant from the Kellogg Foundation to develop a center, which Khayree will share more about. We were very blessed to have Dr. Gail Christopher come and help us. She was one of the architects of the TRHT framework at the Kellogg. She came and helped us train our 14 Truth, Racial Healing, and Transformation facilitators. We now hold circles in community spaces in partnership with the YMCA of Austin, sometimes with ACC, with neighborhood associations, and any organizations that wish to do this work. To date, we have held over 50 Truth, Racial Healing, and Transformation circles. We are so proud to add to that a collective body of us who are committed to this work in our community, and we've engaged over 1,000 participants. We're constantly learning how to deepen the connections and the continuity experiences. Next year, we will launch affinity circles so that we will create safe spaces for people who look like one another. White people, Black people, Indigenous BIPOC, all of the terms that we have, Asian people, Latinos, to gather and learn and grow. We've had a lot of interest in people who want to become racial healing practitioners. So next year, we will hold another preparation institute to train a new cohort. Over the next 3 years, we plan to train another 60 truth, racial healing, and transformation facilitators so that we continue to be able to hold these circles and weave this fabric. I think that is all that I have to say. I really want to give so much thanks to all of the power that's in this room, and I'd like to hand it over to Dr. Williams.
All right, good afternoon to all of our community partners. Thank you, Dr. Haji, for all your amazing work of you and your team, and your support as a just amazing partner and community collaborator. I'm director for the Truth, Racial Healing, and Transformation Campus Center at Austin Community College District. I think as I think about our role in the community, our enrollment is nearly 45,000 students, which means we have the very important responsibility of growing, promoting, and developing future leaders in equity, but also in industry. So industry and equity. So with that, we know and understand that as an institution, we have to continue to become more equitable so we can do a better job at serving our students and providing the best experience for them. So our Chancellor, Dr. Rhodes, our cabinet have been very intentional about building equity into our strategic plan and investing in equity. So with that has come the hiring of our new our Chief Equity Officer, Mr. Larry Davis. It's also came the launch of our new Truth, Racial Healing, and Transformation Campus Center, which will be happening in the top of the spring 2021. Through the center, what we'll be doing is first and foremost, as faculty and staff, understanding that we are leaders in equity work and we're leaders at ACC, and that if we're not committed to our own cultural competence, cultural intelligence, and developing ourselves around better navigating this conversation of diversity and dismantling racism, then we can't do that for our students. So through the Truth, Racial Healing, and Transformation Campus Center, it's providing programming, racial healing circles, conversations, workshops, so we as faculty and staff leaders can better serve our students and better push ACC to be a better place. Then the second piece is providing opportunities for our students to engage in this conversation, for them to develop those skills, for them to ask questions and be in safe spaces and learn about this. So that as they walk across that stage, leaving ACC, matriculating into future higher education or into industry, that we have grown them in a way that they're experts in their field of expertise. They're also experts in being able to spot blind spots in organizations, spot issues and concerns, and be able to speak up, use their voice, and impact change. We want them to be and know they'll be leaders in the community and also in the organizations and institutions that they lead. But they have to get those skills at ACC, or we did them a disservice and haven't completely done our job. And then the third piece is community. Community is in our mission. It is in our title. The community invests in us, and we have a responsibility to invest back in the community. So the Truth, Racial Healing Campus Transformation Campus Center will be a place where community partners can also be in community with us, learn with us, engage with us, provide resources, provide education, do programming. It'll just be an amazing space where we can all be in community and be able to do some of this amazing work. So we want to be more visible and partnering in the community. We also want to be more intentional about bringing the community to Austin Community College and being in our space. So I just look forward to all the amazing work that's coming from this collective and all the amazing work that's going, learning and education and development that's going to be fostered through the Truth, Racial Healing, and Transformation Campus Center. So as a community, we want you to know that we are committed to being better partners and developing that, and also opening our doors as Austin Community College for you to be in our center and to be a part of what goes on at ACC. Thank you.